Hello, my love bugs. So, we are doing the weekly reading for the week of the 5th of August to the 12th of August. And I mean, we can include today if we want to. So, let's get right into it. We've got some consistent energy coming through because of the fact that I'm even interested in doing weekly readings. I think this would be the third week that I've been doing it. So we've got something that's been followed through, which is exciting. Something that's been maintained from a few weeks ago. So some type of seed that has been planted seems to still be around, growing, burgeoning, developing. Probably a little bit underground, if not maybe just peeking above the surface, but showing up regardless. Ooh, and things coming together regardless. So, let's see. Spirit, what are the energies for this week? This upcoming week. What is the message that you want to deliver to the collective? What is important for us to hear at this time? Please help that message come through in a clear and cognizant way. We got the Lovers here. A clear way that really helps us to actively and accurately evaluate what's happening in our lives right now. So I see 10:10 on the clock, and we've got the Lovers and the Star here, which are fantastic energies, as well as the Queen of Wands, 1:44 on the time. Whoa. Okay. Lots and lots of energies. Okay, Spirit, please have them keep quiet. This is super interesting. Okay, let's focus. So, like I said, we have the Lovers, first card to come out, the Star, second card to come out, Queen of Wands, and the World. All pretty fantastic energies. Then we have these cards kind of fall out. And, you know, when it comes to cards falling out, I don't always love to take them. But I did see the Two of Cups. I will say, you guys, I'm very, very happy with these energies because these past, 3 weeks, it would be. These past 3 weeks have been a little bit difficult, or maybe it's been 2 weeks. They've been difficult, you know. There's been a lot of lack mindset, and I'm not saying that in a way where it's like you guys have not. It's kind of just been a given. It's hard to beat. It's been hard to beat. But I feel like something is now coming to fruition, and that's funny because what was I just talking about? I was talking about this consistent energy and something building. Something is now showing up in your reality that is like a reward for all this waiting that you've been doing and all this sacrifice that you've been making, all this loss that you've been acquiring through this process of rebuilding, of transforming, of opening yourself up to new perspectives. We've got the Four of Cups here at the back of the deck, but it's followed by the Sun, as well as the Strength card, the Three of Wands, the High Priestess. These are all beautiful, beautiful energies. We had the Hierophant pop out when I was first starting to shuffle the deck. This is true, profound clarity coming through in your vision of life, in your actions, in your plan, your follow-through. But there's something here that is guided and meant for you, and the momentum is being received, or the thing that you need is being received now. You know, you had to gather all this energy, and now it's coming alive, it's coming out. But this also feels like an explosion of energy after a time of suppression, after a time of, you know, when you're it's like you've been in the bottle and you've been shaking, Or it's like you've been in the chrysalis and you've been blooming, and now your wings are so big and so tight, and it's like you're ready to bloom, you're ready to blossom, you're ready to get out of this space. It feels like an explosion of energy is about to be received or achieved. It's like a ray of light is blasting through you or blasting through your life, and being like, okay, finally, here we have the opportunity. 444 could be a number pattern for you this week, or just a confirmation. But yeah, you know, it's kind of like finally, after all this time, after all this waiting, we've got this energy coming through that completely matches all of the sacrifice you've had to make, but it's almost like they wanted to give it to you all in one big blowout. You know, like instead of it being a situation where you receive little gifts here and there, it's kind of like they were like, okay, we're just gonna hold this all for you. So you're gonna go through a long stage of sacrifice. You're gonna go through a long stage of worrying, a long stage of stress, a long stage of loss, of scarcity. But obviously everything has to happen in balance. That is the law of our universe. And I will say that right now, the state of the universe has been tricky because we have not been feeling a whole lot of balance, which doesn't mean that things are unbalanced and they're going to stay that way. It simply means that we haven't received our gifts. And it feels as though we are going to be receiving our gifts. At least a few of them, at least some of them, or at least this energy should be able to be felt. It should begin to be felt. And this might have something to do with the timing of the stars. You know, today is the new moon. So that's really exciting because that's completely new energy and fresh start in terms of just our earthly cycles and what's happening here in relation to our moon. A new beginning in terms of just feeling alive again, feeling revitalized, maybe renewing your dreams, refreshing your mindset. So we've got that beautiful new beginning coming forward with the new moons. We're supported by the stars. Then we've got the 8-8 portal coming up, and 88 has been such a number this year. For me, it's been a number even since last year, really. Since last year, like October and November, 88 has been super relevant, and the 8s have just been relevant. And now, you know, we're in a year 8. So, oh, and then we have the strength card 8 here. So we've definitely got some really interesting energies going on, but I definitely feel this explosion of light or of love or like forgiveness, of replenishment, of something that is so needed. Something is really coming through here, strong and powerful. I can't help but notice my pimples. Yeah, strong and powerful, and it's very exciting. It's very uplifting and magnetizing. It's just about to hit you. I feel like it's blocked from your vision, but it's felt in your body. You know what I mean? Like, look, she can't see it yet. It's not hit her face, but like it's touching some of her, but only some of her. It hasn't even reached her leg yet. It's just touching some of her hair and her back, you know? So it's like this thing is creeping up on you. And this week, like Sunday could be the last day where you're really feeling like, you know, you're still in this scarce place, and that's because it is still a continuation of the last week's energy. But Monday could come, or just this next week could come, and it could hit like a tidal wave. I'm surprised the tower isn't here just because it's so surprising, but I think that because this is so overwhelmingly positive, they probably want to make it very clear that this is positive. You know, we don't have any cards here that are questionable. Sometimes the Hanged Man, which is here in the fallout pile, can be questionable energy, shaky energy, same with the Four of Cups, but everything needs a little bit of balance. And I feel like this overwhelmingly is like saying things are okay, things are going to be good for you, things are taken care of, things are replenishing, nourishing, your spirit is going to be alive, and the sacrifices you have made, they've been acknowledged and they are coming through. Like, look, she's just receiving the outer realms of this sun, of this incredible light that's coming into her life. It's coming, you guys. It's coming, and I think it's actually coming. I'm going to say that it's coming this week. If it doesn't come this week, you know, timing is just, it's the universe, it's the timing. But I believe that something really powerful is coming to you this week. I believe that. It could be a yes. It could be a yes that's coming to you this week. It could be acknowledgement. For some people, it could be fame. but it feels like something more so that really sees you, something that acknowledges what you have been going through, something that is finally what you've been waiting for. What you have been waiting for, you are receiving it this week. You are achieving it this week. And it's a realization that is so powerful and so magnetic that I think it just overwhelms you, overtakes your life. This is like the type of energy that is exudes joy, ecstasy, ecstatic. You know, you're just so overwhelmingly happy, joyful, jolly because of the amount of goodness, the amount of replenishment, the amount of acknowledgement and reciprocity that is coming into your life to say, hey, you know, we didn't take all of that work that you've been doing for granted. We just needed to figure these few things out. But now that they are figured out, here you go. 10-10, completion. And then we have the World card, literal completion. We have the Magician, new beginnings. We have the Sun card, completion, new beginnings, brightness, acknowledge, success, you know, fame. Okay, so let's look at our main cards, because that was just the back of the deck reading. Isn't that crazy? Because that's just the back of the deck energy. So that's just the energy that is like shadowing us. That's just the energy that it's like shadowing us, but it's also the energy that is like giving us a glimpse of what's ever happening overall, like what's kind of going on overall. It's like filling in missing pieces, context. But here are some specific details. So we have the Lovers here. We've got the Star. We've got the Queen of Wands and the World card. So I'll be honest, you know, I see the Lovers here. Sometimes the Lovers can mean a choice. Sometimes the Lovers can mean union within self. With the Two of Cups here, I want to say that the Lovers could very easily be a relationship coming through, and it could also very easily be new friendships coming through. With the Two of Cups, I'm not immediately like, oh, it only has to be love, you know. And even with the Lovers here, I'm not like it's only has to be love. But you see these together, and you're like, okay. You see these together, and you're like, okay. You know, there's some type of romantic energy showing up here. And this is not just a romantic energy that passes you by and is flagrant. I also saw the Ten of Cups when I saw the Hierophant. So this could be a divine connection. You know, this could be divine love. This could be the realization, the truth, the reality, the setting in, the coming together of a relationship that you are meant to be in, of something that is meant to be. This could be a soulmate. This could be a life partner. This could just be a relationship that is meant to have an impact on your life. If you're already in a relationship, this could be just an acknowledgement of passion that is coming through, of harmony, of connection. This is somebody that you have chemistry with. This is somebody that you are connected to. This is somebody that when you put your lives together, when you put your hands together, you create magic. You know, you're not just outpouring love in a solid sense, but you're outpouring love in like all of its divine rays and all of its divine colors. Look at all these rainbows coming through, all these colors coming through. There's a lot of, rainbows, so, you know, you could be queer, happy queer love, but also just rainbows in the sense that there's so much to this energy. It's not just one note. You know, you're connected on so many levels. It could also be multiple past lives that you've had together. All these lives coming together. Even with the darkness outraying this red, it's kind of like all these past lives merging to this completion of this love, this finality, this thing coming together finally that really honors your spirit, really holds your soul. This is something that you really could have been waiting for, especially with the Star. You know, this could be like something that you wished for, something that you dreamed of, something that you really, really desired. Like Nine of Cups kind of energy where it's a wish fulfillment. But beyond, hold on. Yes, this could be something that you absolutely wish for, something that you absolutely dreamed of. I don't, it's hard because you see these energies and you don't want to get overexcited. You know, we've all dealt with a lot of disappointment. I see 515 on the timer, which is also 56, which is also 11, but also 2. Union. Wow, and 23. So also 23, 32 could be like interesting number pairings. But yeah, you know, like we've seen a lot of this. Wow, I just saw 32 again, 23. I'll look into what that means. But yeah, we've seen a lot of disappointment. You know, we've seen a lot of delayed reactions, delayed success, a lot of hoping that you were going to get something and something not really coming through. I feel like with all this energy, it can't be for no reason, you know? And I am one to temper myself too and not be so reactive and so excited easily because I've also felt that disappointment. But you guys, this is such beautiful energy that I don't see why this would not mean something specific. You know, I feel like even the reason why I started doing the readings again just 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago is to build towards this so that there could be an acknowledgement of all the suffering that we've had to go through, because those readings truly reflected, you know, struggle. And now to see such beautiful energy that is so starkly different from what the past few readings have been like, it can't be for no reason, you know? So if you're struggling to believe this, that's totally okay, because it's also completely understandable given what you've been through the past 2 weeks, if those readings have resonated with you. But I'm telling you, I see it here. And I don't tell lies. I'm not telling any lies. I see it here. It's also just here. You can just look at it. You can just look at these cards. What does it tell you? It tells you love. It tells you relationships. It tells you it's the star. Something that you wish for, something that you wish for, something that you dream for being pulled down to you from the earth. Similar to the sun card. We got both the star and the sun card. You know what I mean? So it's like, this is something that is coming true, and it might be hard to believe it. It might be hard to accept it, but it's what's here. And it's so exciting, and it's also so strange, you know, because it's showing up almost nonchalantly. Like, it's funny that I got all these cards in the main reading, but I went straight to the back of the deck energy. You know, it's almost like it shows up. It's almost like, first of all, especially with the Four of Cups and this energy kind of already lingering on her, this could be energy that is kind of already here. It could be energy that is kind of already around you, kind of already there. I wanted to say that 29 could also be an interesting number. It's funny because when I was thinking about the 32, 24, 23, I was thinking like 23 hours, 32 hours. So that's like a day and some change. Could be like the difference between, you know, how your world's changing. It could be like a day or 2 days, less than 2 days, less than 2 days away. But also, I don't know. I'll look into what I think that means afterwards. But yeah, it's funny that I went straight to the back of the deck, even though we have all these incredible magnetic energies here right on the table laid out towards us. It could be so much that it's unbelievable. You know, it could be so incredible that you're looking around trying to figure out, like, where's the joke? You know, what's the catch? So you go look at the back of the deck for more context, and the back of the deck just says, oh, I know you don't believe that this is true, but actually this is true. It's just extra confirmation. Because the back of the deck, you know, the Four of Cups is sometimes like, I don't believe that anything's coming. That's why she's not even looking. You know, because she's already received 3 cups, and she's like, there was nothing there, or like, they've all fallen apart. You know, I had my hopes up and they all fell apart. So yeah, I'll receive this 4th cup, but like, you know, I'm not betting a whole lot on it. But little does she know, this 4th cup, and it's funny, they always say it's exactly when you give up. It's exactly when you're feeling like so burnt out and so kicked down by the universe that, you know, you get what you need. And I always wonder why, but I understand why, in the sense that, like, it's almost like they can just get all of the shittiness out the way of your experience of life and give you the goodness right after you experience all that trash, so that the goodness can last you a long time, because the crap lasted you a long time, you know. And they're like, it's balance in the most obvious sense. All the bad, and middle point, all the good, you know. It's not like a little bad, a little good, a little bad, a little good. It's kind of super, super stark. But sometimes that's how the universe wants it to go, and it seems like this time around that's how the universe wanted it to flow. There's a soulmate reading where somebody is represented kind of by the Four of Cups as well as the Queen of Wands. If you can find that reading on my channel, and if you resonate with it, this could be related. And the King of Wands is also in that reading. Yeah, that's a really interesting thing. So yeah, this could be connected to that reading as well. If that reading is coming to fruition, that also speaks about soulmates, that speaks about love. But yeah, you could have struggles believing this, and that's fine, because it doesn't really require your belief. You know what I mean? Like I said, I feel like this energy is already here. And you know, the energy is what it is. You don't need to believe at this point. It's already going to be presented to you. When it comes, though, and if you're looking around for some extra confirmation, here's an extra confirmation. If this energy comes in and you're like, watch this video, it's confirmation. 444s could be confirmation. All those numbers I was listing could be confirmations. I think if you need confirmation, you'll get it. You know what I mean? I think if you're looking for extra affirmation that this is right, this is real, that this is true for you, you're going to receive it. So if you need that extra, nudge of help and security, ask Spirit for it, because I think Spirit will send it to you, because I think they understand that it's a little bit hard to believe. That's so exciting though, because imagine energy that's so incredible that it's hard to believe it's real. That's the kind of energy that I feel like is coming through. And this is a weekly reading, okay? And I've felt the reality of the past 2 weekly readings. So, to me, this feels like something that has to be showing up in your physical. It has to truly reflect. Sometimes it's like only the bad stuff ends up reflecting in your reality, but it never feels like the good is actually coming to fruition. This time, I truly, truly feel like the good is showing up in your reality. And even as I say that, I'm still like, I'm not out here screaming and like giggly goo and all excited, because it's a little nerve-wracking. It's a little scary. But I feel like you've put in the work. I feel like you've been patient. And I feel like something is really, really being realized here. And it's because of the work that you put in. This is something that you have manifested. Something you have manifested is coming to fruition. Something that you were manifesting is coming to fruition. With all this back of the deck energy, with all the fallout pile. First of all, we have got the Magician, the Manifester. Even the Hanged Man in this energy, because the Hanged Man has been coming out a lot. Manifestation. You get put into this waiting period. You get put into this place where you have to sit and you have to wait and you have to figure things out and you have to deal with things not working and loss and all of these things. But it always ends up coming to fruition after, because following the Hanged Man is the Death card. That's a new beginning. We're in the new moon. That's a new beginning. We've got the Magician here. That's a new beginning. With the Two of Cups and the Lovers and the Star, that also feels like new beginnings. With the Queen of Wands, it feels like she is able to manifest whatever she wants. With the World card, that's a new beginning, because that's also the end of a cycle. It's also success. It says you've completed something and you've completed it well. You've graduated. You're moving on to the next step. This could come in super unexpectedly. This could be energy that it feels like, whoa, compared to where you just were. Even if you know what this could be already, it could still shock you a little bit, because we've been in such energy that it's just like, you're gonna have to wait, you're gonna have to be patient. I don't know when this is happening. It's just, this is coming up, but you can be happy, excited, you can be excited about it, but you're gonna have to wait. It might take a while. There's still more work to do. That's the energy that we've been in. Very, humdrum, kind of mundane, kind of sad, honestly, a bit of a struggle, but important and relevant work and relevant energy that you have to read accurately. Now this is such a change, such a stark change, that it really could be unexpected, which is why you might be looking for extra information. You might be looking for context. You might be looking for the bridge, the bridges, because it's just like all of a sudden all these things, I won't say all these things that you've been asking for, but something that's really meaningful to you, something that's very important, or something that's really needed right now, something that, when you receive this, you feel seen by the universe, you feel heard, you feel understood, you feel acknowledged, and you feel loved, and you feel powerful, you feel empowered, and you feel important, something like that. That kind of thing is coming to you in such a like, whoa, clear as day way, such a stark way, that it could be a little bit overwhelming, as well as exciting. And to the point where you're in disbelief. You're in disbelief, because it's like you let go, you finally are released from this Hanged Man, and it could be even because this thing is showing up so overwhelmingly, it could be an aspect of you having to be the one that lets yourself out of this waiting room. Like the door could be unlocked, and the door could even be pulled open, and you just have to get up and walk out, and it's like you're walking out and you're like, what am I walking into? You're walking into a whole new world. It's like you walked into this waiting room from one world, and that waiting room ended up being a portal, and now you're walking out and you're in an entirely new world. You know what I mean? With all these things that you've been asking for, or all this energy, all this momentum, all of this care, all of this, all the sacrifices that you've made, suddenly the seeds are blooming from those. You know, things are coming to fruition in a way that is so incredible and magnetic. And I think that this is something that you could see coming. But I think the fact that it's finally been realized is like, it's overwhelming and it's hard to understand. So don't even try to be logical about it. We don't have any logic cards here. Funny enough, we don't have any swords here. You know, it's not logical. It's magic. It's fire. It's passion. It's wisdom. It's ancient. It's blessings. It's gifts. It's miracles from the universe. There's no logic to it. You can't, you know, try and understand this. You just have to be excited about it and accept it and embrace it, because it's something that is well deserved and well earned. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. Incredible completion, incredible partnerships. We've got the lions coming through here. The lions have been really relevant animals these past few weeks, at least in my personal life. Yeah, a lot of strength, a lot of bravery, all paying off. Partnership, connection, two different worlds coming together. Maybe even the most unlikely of pairings. Maybe it took a while, maybe there had to be maturity, but here they are showing up and they're powerful. They're powerful connections. This love, I mean, there's a lot of things that this could be, and I'm not so clear on exactly what this is or who this is, you know. To you, this could be somebody that you already know. It could also take you for a whirlwind and end up being somebody you don't know. You know, I'm not exactly sure, but I do know that I think that whatever is coming into fruition for you is something that is meant for you. It's something that is meant for you and that was always going to be for you. It was never going to pass you by. It was never going to leave you. This is a dream come true, and this is incredible, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. I'm so happy I get to deliver this message after the past few messages. It's kind of unbelievable just how good it is, just how rich it is. Love is absolutely coming into your reality. It's chosen for you. It's woven into your world. It's exactly what you were meant to receive, and you're receiving it. I'm so happy and so excited for you guys, and I'm like, I can't wait till like next Sunday, because I'm like, are we going to be in an entirely different world? Like, you know, that's what it feels like. Yeah. Lots of good energy. Lots and lots and lots of good energy. I don't know what else to say, you know? It's like there's a lot more that could be said because this is incredible energy, but I also feel like at the end of the day, you know, what needs to be said has been said. This is partnership coming through. This is the realization of a very important dream that also affirms who you are and what you are deserving of and what you are worthy of. It affirms your worth. It affirms your magic and your magic-making potential. It affirms that your dreams deserve to come true. You deserve to be somebody who lives a life where their dreams come true. It's wow. First of all, hold on. I need you to understand. Hold on. First of all, 6 of Wands, success, 3 of Wands, manifestation of dreams. In between that was what? Hanged Man. At the back of the deck, the Sun card. Another outstanding yes. What were the cards that I mentioned? The 9 of Cups, a wish fulfillment, a dream come true. The Knight of Cups, love, a romantic partnership. I mentioned the Hierophant, a guided, like a spiritual connection, a soul connection, a soulmate. A soulmate could be coming through this week. You could be meeting your soulmate. You could be having a divine, clarifying realization about a soulmate partnership. A soulmate could be having clarity around you and saying something to you. You know what I mean? Either way, this is something like, look at this. This is something coming to fruition. This is what fell out the deck. It like had to be extra affirmed. This is meant to happen. This is meant for you. Someone could be showing up, arms wide open, ready to offer you everything because they know it to be true in their soul, because they know that this is what's meant to be. You know what I mean? And then look at this. Six of Cups is my soulmate card. Five of Cups, loss. What this past few weeks have been about, Five of Cups energy. Six of Cups. So right after it, the Six of Cups, it's about the past. It can be nostalgia, it can be childhood, but it can also be soulmates, past lives connections, deep inner child connection with somebody, a soulmate. The Judgment card, an awakening, an acceptance, a realization of a truth, the glow of your spirit, your soul feeling so alive, ready to dance because it is being seen, it is being called upon. You know, Judgment Day isn't negative for everybody. Sometimes Judgment Day is the day you've been waiting for because it's the day you receive all your blessings and all your miracles and all the acknowledgement of all the work that you've put in throughout your life. And then what do we have? The Death card, a new beginning. Right after, what was I talking about? I was talking about the Hanged Man. What comes after the Hanged Man? The Death card. Releasing yourself, a totally new world. A whole new world. Like, a whole new world. This is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. And you're rising up. You are rising, you are ascending, and you are receiving. Look, I'm telling you, there's a miracle. There's success, there's a yes, there's achievement, there's everything in the goddamn book coming through. Whatever you need to come through this next week, I feel like it's coming through. And then some. There's love here. There's love here. So love is in your reality. You know, it's available to you. I don't know, like, and it might not even be you that needs to do anything about it. It might just be you that needs to say yes. It might just need to be you that says, that acknowledges this, that appreciates it, and accepts it. But something is being offered to you that is worth its weight in gold. Triple times its weight in gold. It's valuable, it's meaningful, it's precious, and it's for you. It's all for you. It's pure gold. It's valuable. It's meaningful. It's divine. It's blessed. This is something that adds a claim to your life. This is something that it's fortune. You know what I mean? This is rich. This is wealthy. This is good. All right, you guys. What the fuck? That's crazy. That's crazy. Definitive answer. All after, like, wondering, after, like, being super unsure, a definitive answer. A definitive answer. Clarity. True clarity. Look at, no planes came to interrupt us. We had one little plane, and that's it. Spirit said this message will be heard. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna go. I have my laundry. I have to put my laundry away. I mean, in the dryer. But thank you guys so much. Love you all, and I'm so excited to upload this message. Don't worry. Don't worry. This is coming to an end. This is done. This is done. You can see. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Like, you. What did I just say? I said you can see. And then we have the seer here. Friendship here. You could also be having new friendships coming to fruition as well. But also you could be getting clear insight on on a relationship regarding friendship. There could be some truths being exposed about some complicated energy in friendships as well. Yeah, you could be getting a lot of clarity that allows you to move on towards something that you're absolutely meant for. That's just a little side message. Maybe, I don't know who needs that. But it's not the dominating message. The dominating message is that you have been set free. You have been set free. Okay, goodbye.